Alright, stream title changed. Oko does in fact suck, so it works out. I think it changed. Whatever, probably's good. We're good. Hello. Kind of a rough start to the stream today. I'm a little bit behind schedule. Like to stream a little bit earlier, but you know, stuff gets in the way. But we're here now. We're back playing some more Death and Taxes. Been really digging where this where Death and Taxes is at in the meta right now. Been enjoying the play patterns with it more and more as less people register Okos and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna be playing the same list that I played Monday. Sorry, I'm loading a bunch of things. I don't know why my Cardboard Live doesn't want to work anymore when I have to like refresh it every time. Hello, Steroid Crisis. It's going pretty well. So like 10 minutes early, probably. Yeah, I saw that you tweeted like thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. I was like, shoot, I knew Lackey was streaming, but like I was running late to my stream. Appreciate it in spirit. It's all good. As long as those people are going somewhere. Anyway, we're just gonna play the same list. I don't really know what I want to change about this list. The list I performed really well with it in the showcase challenge this weekend. We 4-1 the league on Monday. Like that is pretty good right now. You know, it's going. It's all going. Sideboarding for Death and Taxes? Probably. Are you trying to build your sideboard for like a local meta? Or are you playing online? What's going on? Alright, Legacy League. Oh man. I think I might actually be able to play in a preliminary tomorrow. I haven't played in a preliminary for a while. Preliminaries are pretty fun. I enjoy them. I wish they were just at more convenient times. Like, if there was just one that was at, like, 8 p.m. Central Time, then I would probably, like, stream them. But, like, 9 p.m. Central Time is just too late. Because it goes until, like, 12:30, and then I have work the next day. And then, like, the other one starts at, like, 5 p.m. Central Time, which is, like, just right on the cusp of, like, sometimes I can make it right after work. They just really, really suck. The bug Oko matchups don't know what to take out. Yeah, it can be a tricky one. I've been trying to figure out where I want my sideboards to, or like where I want my sideboarding strategies to be against a lot of the Oko decks, because Oko has really kind of changed a lot of the paradigms. Anyway, this hand's very bad. But usually just like shaving on like plows and stuff. You don't really want to be cutting all of your plows anymore in like any of the Oko matchups, I don't think, because it's just so hard to take that card off the board without some plows. This hand is pretty good. We'll bottom a port here. Double Stoneforge Revoker and a Vial. But yeah, ooh, Basic Mountain. Basic Mountain Go on a 7-card hand. What does that mean? Luckily for me, I don't really care, because I'm going to make the same play regardless, which is land Aether Vial. So I guess the optimal land here would be... There's a world that I get punished. I think the only world that I get punished would be like I go Karakas Vial, I draw a Source of Plowshares, my opponent goes Ancient Tomb, Goblin Rabblemaster, and I want to like plow it and also wasteland them or something. So our opponent Saurus. There's Samus SSP. That being said, I think I want to go Wasteland Vial. I don't really think if like there aren't that many Basic Mountain Go decks in the format. So if they are just like Stompy that has like a turn 2 Rabblemaster end or something, like they're not going to be able to play around a Wasteland very well. Could be Goblin. Yeah, I suppose that you're not incorrect. Yeah. Just Stompy. I hope they just like play Blood Moon. Nice. So I guess we just revoke. Revoking Karn's like kind of obnoxious. It's tough because they have like 2 things that you want to revoke her now. I could do neither and just say like land go, but the fact that we can't cast our Stoneforge Mystics or anything, I'm a little concerned about a Karn. My opponent like maybe can play a Karn next turn with a Spirit Guide or a Chrome Mox, which is really bad because then we just get fucked. Whereas Chandra is definitely more dealable, especially with our Stoneforge hand. So I guess we name Karn to try to stymie that at least a little bit. Karn the Great Creator. I feel like Oko is in the Angel world, not the most experienced. Yeah, Oko's like not that scary. I mean, Oko's not that scary, but Oko's like not as threatening unless they just like play it on turn 3. It's like the most obnoxious time you have to deal with it. Like if they go like land Chandra minus an Irrevoke or something, that's like way more beatable than if they go play a Karn, go get a whatever, because Karn turns off right their Vial. So we want to make their Karn as bad as possible because we can beat a Chandra. They have like Fiery Confluence me, and then we get fucked. But like, we're not playing around that. Yeah, the problem with just like normal decks that can't really like scale like super high with like lords and whatever that Pro Blue Goblin is called. I'm blanking on it because I'm only half paying attention to the conversation, but like it's really hard to just like scale damage. Pile driver. It's really hard to just scale damage like normal fair creature decks that don't like pump each other and like get big. I guess that's a reason to play Stoneforge. However, we can't play Stoneforge. It was all about just warning with Revoker. Because your back schedule, I'll get a serious suggestion to watch your stream. Though, is it going? Oh, I thought it was a going live notification. Oh, that's kind of funny. Alright, so now we can just Sorcery Speed Vial in Stoneforge and cast our equipment, so we're fine. Oh. Dang. I guess we get Fire and Ice. Something basic in specific land. Yeah, my Horizon Canopy, Caracas, Rashad Bor, Wasteland draw. And we're still like very like well positioned right now. It is concerning my opponent just does cast a Karn here, but they have problems like attacking here super well. Jam with the Rabble Master, what does that mean? I think I just take that because we can just clear the Rabble Master anyway. I don't think I particularly want to trade off the Revoker in case. Oh, I guess if they do have Karn, then we just get absolutely fucked anyway. But if we get Confluence, I mean, if they cast a Confluence, we're just super fucking dead in like every way imaginable, right? If they have Confluence, they can like even cast it pre-combat, like Shatter the Sword and Shatter the Revoker, and then like not have to offer this trade. Like they did pause before they attacked the Rabble Master. I'm at 19. I think we just take this. Yeah, I don't really think there's a reason to block. That you guys don't forge too. I mean, I don't think they really care that much. Okay, they don't have a 4th land, so that's incredibly good for me. So now we get to protect our Phyrexian Revoker. We could turn our white mana back on, like shoot the Magus. Oh wow, that's... Oh no, that's not that bad. We just get to play. I guess I should have considered a Stomp though. Because we have a 4th land, so we don't really care that much. So now we don't. Now we just want to kill the Rabble Master. But yeah, I didn't think about Bone Crusher. Not used to considering that card. Okay, I just lost. But yeah, I should have equipped to my less important creature. So if they want to prevent that connection, they have to like kill my Stone Forest so we can protect the Revoker. Yeah, it's definitely like much more stock. I just like have not played against this deck in a little bit. Yeah, who needs white mana to win those games? Easy mode. I think Path has gotten a little bit worse because they stopped playing. They stopped like being an 8 Rabble deck, right? Because they made room for like Karns and Bone Crushers and stuff. They like don't play 4 Rabble Master, 4 War Boss anymore. I think this is still 3 Cataclysm matchup. But clearly not a new blocker that didn't have Spirit Guide Confluence. Hey, sometimes lucky, right? That crunching is Lily. Back here, you can barely see her on camera. I couldn't find the bag of our rawhide, so she's got this like weird like rawhide bone sort of thing that she's like crunching through. Is the Remorse Flare for Underworld Breach? Kind of. Like, also, like, graveyard decks are, like, kind of spooky. I'm not supposed to cut in this matchup. I haven't played this matchup in so fucking long. Shave Thalias. These cards are all good. This Remorse Cleric's probably pretty bad. That is 60. If I wanted Paths or the 3rd Cataclysm. It kind of depends on the variant. I've seen the decks that are like 3 Ensnaring Bridge main and then like the 1 in the sideboard for the Karn. And if they are on like the million Ensnaring Bridges, then you're more likely to want Cataclysm because it's just another way to try to push through that card. Like, if they're on a more creature-heavy version, then maybe we want the Path to Exiles. This is, like, okay, though. Yeah, this looks fine to me for now. Make some more decisions after game 2. This hand's not very good. Opponent also mulled to 6. Nice. Oh, well, we're going to 5. Less nice. Yeah, no way to keep in the sand. Alright, well, keep this. We'll bottom 1 Aether Vial. Please don't lose this bad deck. I mean, it's not that hard to win this matchup on a Mold 5. I think we have this Cataclysm. I think we're still going to bottom, like, the 3rd land. We have Vile Revoker, and we draw some lands to Cataclysm them eventually. I think we keep the Wasteland over the Caracas. I've lost this matchup before, but not super often. It is very good. Bottom Revoker, go on the Cat. I don't love that plan. Chalice on 1. I almost thought about bottoming the 2nd Vial, but... Oh, now we can't really Wasteland because we only have 2 lands. As much as I want to Wasteland them, there are 4 cards. It's really tempting. If they just go like Mountain Rabble Master, it's kind of annoying. Maybe I am supposed to Wasteland there and like cross my fingers. 3 ball. The real question is, do I Wasteland them now? The answer's gotta be yes, right? I'm more likely to draw 2 lands than, like, trying to draw 1 land while my opponent can cast, like, most of their spells. If they have, like, another Soul Land, though, we get super punished. Because we're a million years from casting anything. Just be lucky. Should've went all in Cata. Yeah, should've kept the 3rd land. What a mistake. I did genuinely consider bottoming both Aether Vials. because of the threat of Chalice on turn 1. But like Aether Vial plus Cataclysm was such a good combo. God, it's really risky. Maybe this is wrong. I'm just going to Soul Land, kill me. City Traders, Rabble Master, game. Yes! Alright. We have a game on our hands. I love these games. They're so stupid. This is how truly Magic has got into. Oh no! My opponent found a land in a Simius. Alright, we're dead. Game. Is this like actually like we literally can't? Oh, never mind. We can block. Hell yeah! I'll fucking block. I'll do it. I have to do it. No! Shit, wait. So, hang on. If I animate my factory, it stays a land till the end of the turn, right? Or it stays a creature until the end of the turn, even if it gets Blood Mooned? So he just doesn't attack this turn, yeah. Whoa, that's an ambitious attack. I feel like it's gotta be wrong to attack here. With the Rabble Master? I can take 2 a turn for a while. I'm still gonna die to these goblins. Like, I might, but I'm definitely gonna die to a Rabble Master. I think it's, like, definitely correct for them just to attack with the goblins. If, yeah, I guess if they have more. But they would have just cast that instead of the Blood Moon. Yeah, let's go. All according to plan. Yeah, that attack was just not correct. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Imagine my opponent still had a Goblin or Rabble Master in play. I guess I would have actually no cast a spell, but okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, alright, we found a land. So my first creature is likely to get killed. They would have, like, played a Bone Crusher, though, right? Like, they would have just cast a 4/3. Rather than, like, holding a shock, I don't think. So I don't think, like, playing Flicker Wisp is super relevant or anything. I think just, like, casting Stoneforge here is fine and going to get Batter Skull to start gaining life to get out of range of, like, Confluences that might be floating around in my opponent's hand with their 3 mana. Really wish I had a Thalia to cast here. Flickers those Absorbs Blushers. I was thinking about flickering a Goblin, but yeah, that tracks. Well, they do have a Stomp. Well, we have a second Stoneforge, though, so it's not like a huge deal. They need a second Stomp. They only play a 4/3, but at that point we also just have a 4/4 Lifelinker. I think keeping the cat overland through is nonsense. I don't think so. 24 lands the deck. An Aether Vial. Cataclysm is just really good in the matchup. It does in fact get punished by Chalice on 1 into Trinisphere. But my opponent had like a Chandra Torture Defiance. Or like a Karn the Grey Creator. Might have been problematic, you know. I don't want to gain more life. The problem is that Red Prison has like so many bad cards in the matchup that it's tough to say what is like correct to keep in or take out. Because like Chalice isn't great, Blood Moon isn't great, Trinisphere's not great. So like you have these cards, so you have to keep in some of them. You don't have that many board-ins. One is like just another Stomp. Pretty obnoxious, but nice. We doing it? You should at least cash it 4-3. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, 4 mana. We'll get in there. So I can just put in the Batter Skull and block the Bone Crusher, and then untap and Flicker Wisp my Batter Skull. I can also cast Flicker Wisp on my land to just block the Bone Crusher that way, and then hold up a white source to activate. Cataclysm looks bad right now, but it looks like it's very close to being good. If we get the Bone Crusher off the board and have a Batter Skull, we can just cast Cataclysm. I kind of want to just Flicker Wisp into Batter Skull. Is that wrong? Yeah. Very possible this Cataclysm's really good in like 2 turns. I think I'm just gonna say go. Flicker Wisp on, yeah, that's the other line, was play the Flicker Wisp proactively. No attack. I hope they don't have like an Abrade. That'd be bad news. Hey Hondo, thanks for the 14-month resub. 14 months of the worst German plays and Legacy plates go. Appreciate the support. So yeah, I'll go to combat. I will attack them and see how that goes. You got an Abrade, you gonna block. The solid looks good now, because it means once they finally hit 4 lands. They can't just, like, Karn or something. Do I want to do that, or do I want to Wisp? We're at 13. We're not in huge danger of getting ranched by Karn or Chandra right now. Stoneforge, Mystic, and Sword. Equip Batter Skull, lose to Abrade. Yeah, I was a little scared of that. I don't think it was, like, a huge deal. Because we're just beating D&T literally ever. It's a really good matchup for Death and Taxes. It's not I mean, no matchup's unlosable, but it is extremely good. I've lost to it before. Certainly. I think Flicker Wisp is fine here. Set up like just Cataclysm next turn and keep like Germ Batter Skull or something. Okay, they just concede. We did it! Look at that! Yeah, sometimes you get just like cheated game 1 on like a die roll into like Chalice is really good against your hand, and like they have like Rabblemaster into Chandra or something, and you don't have good answers. Then you win game 2, and then you like mull to 4 on game 3. It's happened, certainly. That happens like every matchup. I assume their hand was just 4 drops, right? Their hand was just like Fiery Confluence, Karn, Chandra or something. Yeah, Chromoxes, more Chalices. There were a lot of cards that were just like not good to cast there. We should have lost that game, though. They absolutely should not have attacked their Rabblemaster into my factory. That felt super incorrect. We did immediately draw the land, though, right? So we might have been able... Although if they had the stomp from the get-go, they might have just been able to, like, stomp my thing out of the way and just, like, punch me in the face for a bunch. But, yeah, that attack was not correct. The guy on... Right. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, they missed out on so much damage, and we missed for so long. Yeah, like I said, we wouldn't have actually missed had they not attacked, so we wouldn't have had to sacrifice our Mishra's factory. Oh, it's Bryant Cook. I wonder what he could possibly be playing. But yeah, I don't know what drove them to make that attack. It seemed like pretty wild. Gave us like they had like 2 damage on the clock. They do the Bone Crusher, they kill the blocker and attack for... Yeah, exactly. So if they had the Bone Crusher in hand from there, then like we're pretty fucked. Alright, well, Bryant mulled to 6, but he's on the play. I mean, we have a Thalia, that's the best we can do. And we also have Stoneforge. This is about as good as the hand as we're going to get against Tess on the draw here. It's not 5 cards, but he could also just easily echo. 4 cards, alright. Fingers crossed it's not, you know, land LED. I don't know, something else. Burning Wish, you know. Not impossible, it is on the Breach variant. It's like kind of impossible. 3 cards, doing it. 2 cards, alright. We did it. His hand is just LED echo. Just cry. Weep openly. Alright. What you got over there, Bryant? Alright, I'm gonna put this Thalia on the stack, and I think it might be followed by a concession. Wow, he's okay, there we go. Yeah, I assume we're just gonna board for Tess. Test boarding is pretty light. I wonder if I need to like change something in my sideboard to look better against Storm variants. Although we look good against like the most popular Storm variant in the format right now, which is Breach, because we also get 3 Rest in Pieces in addition to the Deafening Silence in the Cage. Good for us. Hey, Moz10, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah. Cage, I talk about it every time we play against Tess, but like, not great. Better than Swords to Plowshares for sure, but especially on the draw, probably isn't going to do a lot. Because when they're wheeling, they're probably looking to do it on like turn 1. Which means on the draw, like, it just like doesn't matter. Alright, well, this hand's very bad. Luckily, we have a pretty high density of hate cards. So we can afford to mulligan pretty aggressively. It's good enough on the draw. He moved to 6, which means rip in. No, that might be correct. Like take out like Palace Jailer and like something for like a couple of rips, but like rips. If like I'm already talking shit about Cage on the draw, rip is just like an absolute joke. This is definitely like a keep and clench hand on 6. We can bottom the Batter Skull. We have, again, Answer the Goblins. We have a Thalia. We have a Cage for however little it actually does for us. Stops him from, like, wheeling on turn 2 if he wants to do that for some reason. Doesn't do a lot else. And we got this Revoker. So, you know. It's fine. Oh no, Lily, are you done with your... Are you done with your little thing? I hope you don't go crazy in here. Just go lay down. Alright. Brian's on 6. We will also be on 6. I think I'd rather for than Flickerways. I don't think so. Rip is not a good Magic card in this matchup by any stretch of the imagination. Flickerways has power and toughness. I was going to say 2 very important things for the matchup, but really it's just one important thing, which is power. Toughness, very much less important, but a little bit important, you know. Some things don't die to Massacre and stuff, and some such, but mostly it's the power. This matchup that involves Graveyard combo. What, Echo the Aeons? Am I casting my 2-mana spell to beat their wheel that they're trying to do on turn 3, I guess, in that scenario? I thought they played no cards. Yeah, they didn't play any cards. I just assumed because Bryant is on Tess. If he's on Breach, then yeah, sure, I'll definitely bring in all the rips because it's insane. Oh yeah, it is specifically Bryant Cook we're playing against, not just like some rando that molded 2 and didn't play any cards. Definitely would have sideboarded differently. Lily tried to jump on one of the other chair in this room, and it spun. She didn't realize it spun, and then she freaked out. Just go lay down on your pillow, Lily. Lotus petal. A. What are we doing here? Wishclaw talisman. Hey, no, Lily. What are we doing? Well, this is certainly spooky. Well, I'm going to cast a Grafdigger's Cage and then say go. As a Death and Taxes player, you learn to very quickly have no agency in these matchups ever. I was plan was to cast a wheel on turn 2. Alright, well... The play has to be Thalia here, right? What's up all the time? How's it going? Yeah, Thalia seems way better than revoking this Wishclaw Talisman, which we can do next turn, I guess. Guess we'll play Rishatenboard just in case. We didn't die on turn 2, which is good. Something I'm very jazzed about. Do also have to keep in mind the possible existence of stuff like Massacre. I was activating this Wishclaw Talisman. That does not bode well. Activate Wishclaw, go. A. Well, I don't think we can really wish for... We could wish for, like, a Deafening Silence, right? And just have, like, a bunch of hate. Like, just wish for Deafening Silence, play Deafening Silence, Wasteland him? Attack? Is that the play we want to make? I mean, we can already beat a decent number of goblins because we have a Stoneforge in hand. Wish for Silence seems good, right? Because we just have so many varied hate cards. Like, he can, like, keep wishing for bounce spells or whatever, but we're going to eventually have, like, a Thalia Revoker and a Deafening Silence in play. And just, like, Wasteland his Badlands. Oh, no, we can't actually Wasteland, because our Deafening Silence actually costs 2 mana, but that's what it is. It's better to Revoker plus Wasteland this turn. It's a little bit dangerous, because he could possibly, like, Burning Wish for, like, Pulverize or whatever, like, blow up the Wish Cloud before we use it. Gets more power in play to get, like, a Revoker down and stuff. But I think it's definitely harder for him to win through a Thalia plus a Deafening Silence than, like, a Thalia plus a Revoker plus a Wasteland. Maybe I'm wrong in that regard. We can just play out the Wasteland. Pulverize need 2 mountains. He's got Polluted Delta right there. Hey, look at that. Could be able to play a Vulcan Badlands. I mean, yeah, he's got 2. You get 2 mountains. And if he has, like, more... He has, like, more mana, obviously, to do it. But, like, it's Tess. You can have more mana. He did Demonic Tutor once. I don't know what the plan was. I'm not a Storm person. I don't know what his plan was. I don't know if my plan was correct. When I made my play, I did think that I was still going to Wasteland him also, which was my plan definitely got worse when I realized I had to pay 2 mana for my Deafening Silence. But I was already in it at that point. Very aware. You're not a Storm person. That seems okay. Hey, I 3-2'd the one league I played with hand that one time. His plan was knocking... Yeah, his plan was knocking Deafening Silence, and then he gave me a Demonic Tutor, which was ambitious. Volcanic Island, Ponder. Do I just wasteland this? I really want to wasteland this. We got a lot of lands here. Come on, shuffle your Ponder so I can for sure just snap off this wasteland. Yes, exactly. When you look at me, you think, this man casts Infernal Tutor and Tendrils of Agony. Did not shuffle. Lame. I really want to wasteland still. Can we draw Mother of Runes for Aether Vial? Oh, Chalice or Evoker, so yeah, it could have been like the line might be like Pulverize, or like if he doesn't use the talisman this turn, we can like cast Pulverize and like kill a Evoker in the cage, and then just like crack an LED and wheel or something. I don't know. But you gotta like get the Thalia off the board, so I don't know. I guess that's what he probably wished for the first time, though. It's a Thalia. It's a lot better than a Wasteland if my opponent doesn't daze it. Man, I really like to Wasteland turn 1 duels. I feel like it's correct to play this though. They're most likely a daze deck. Volcanic Ponder most likely means Delver. Secondary is like Sneak or Breach. In my head, ooh. Princess Delver? Go probably means Lightning Bolt. So I probably just want to play Caracas here, right? Or they're just like Ant, but then they like Vault Ponder's a little weird. But if they're Ant, like we're very well set up. I think I just want to play Caracas here, just in case they're Delver, and now they feel dumb. And then just cast Stoneforge Mystic, go get like Batterskull. I feel like if they were a Storm deck, they would have just like cast another cantrip that turn. My best guess is that they are Delver and they plan to cast a Lightning Bolt this turn. Although, if we... I guess... If we play the Stoneforge, then we just give them a Lightning Bolt target, right? So the better play would just to be to cast Stoneforge and Mother of Runes, or to have just like not cared about the Thalia and wastelanded them here. We can just play Sanctum Prelate, just put it on like 1 based on their start here. Then they bolt the Thalia in response, but we can Prelate on 1. And then we have Stoneforge Mom coming down the pipeline the following turn. Doesn't seem bad. Yeah, Mom plus Stoneforge Mystic plus Mom also good. Just grab like Batterskull. We have a lot of lands. You get like main deck Plague Engineered. Just get wrecked. They bolt the Stoneforge on tap land to engineer me. I just cry for a long time. Yeah, we'll get Batterskull because it like forces them to want to answer the Stoneforge, but then they're not answering the Thalia. I think this is fine. I think I probably did want to Wasteland though. I played myself with the playing Red Bolt by playing Caracas thing when I realized I was just going to play another creature that was definitely going to get bolted. So there's no reason to. Oh, nice. Oh, this is beautiful. We get to Wasteland this Volcanic Island and put in this Batterskull or this Sword of Fire and Ice. Actually, don't want to kill the Underground Sea. Nah. I don't really care about Underground Sea related things. Also, most of the Delver lists right now like don't really have a lot of black cards that matter. Kapow. We get to put in Sword or Batterskull this turn. Life is good. Flip on a Lightning Bolt. Which means if they hold up red mana, then we just want to put in Batterskull. Yeah. Because we can't equip the sword. But again, this Batterskull is just going to ranch him anyway. They could have a Fatal Push. But even then, we're like just still very well off. Ding. GG opponent. Maybe they have Brazen Borrower. They should like bolt my Thalia here. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, bolt the Stoneforge, alright. Seems kind of weird, but okay. They're trying to bluff Stifle. They would have just stifled the Germ, I'd imagine. They could have... Brazen Borrower here is my best guess. So I think we want to equip the Sword of the Thalia. Could just Wasteland them. Kind of like being able to cast my spells, though. Although they can only Brazen Borrow one of my things, which is probably going to be the sword, and then they're just going to die to Germ plus Thalia anyway. So I think we can still just equip the Sword to Thalia. Just smush them. This is bad if they have, like, the third Lightning Bolt, and it's not actually that bad. But... I think the only card I'm realistically concerned about is them, like, Brazen Borrowing something. So if I equip to, like, Batter Skull, it just is really bad. Yeah. Do they have, like, another Brazen Borrower or something after this one? You're at 5 life. I almost want to waste on the Underground Sea so they can't Fatal Push my Germ. Or like play a Gurmag if that's in their deck. Like I'm not very scared of the Lightning Bolt right now. Yeah, they're dead. They're literally dead. Yeah, equip Sword of Fire and kill you. Alright. That was good. Solid game of Magic the Gathering. Cut all these bad Revokers. Trim like a Recruiter and a Jailer. Apparently none of these Delver decks are playing True Name anymore, so Jailer actually does gain a little bit of equity in the matchup. Should probably consider, or like start reconsidering my sideboard strategy in these Delver matchups. But I don't know, this configuration just usually feels pretty nice. Go lay down, Lily. Why are you pacing back and forth? I wonder if the Jailer's better than like the Singleton Recruiter. Man, if this Barrister were like any other card in my deck, I'd be a lot more tempted to keep this hand. As it sits though, this hand is like not unreasonable. A lot better on the play, but like Double Wasteland Aether Vial is pretty nice. Play tuning, some broken don't have. Oh, Brazen Borrowers. I'd read that as Bitter Blossom first. So I can play off if it's 6 cards. I mean, kind of. If we don't get our file dazed. I'm tempted. I like this hand too much to mull it. Realize whether or not it's actually good enough. Hopefully my opponent like cantrips on turn 1. Ooh. Never, ever punished in my entire life. I've never once been punished. I don't know if you guys know. I think we're going to play Wasteland Vial, so we like double Wasteland next turn if we want. I don't know if they can play around Wastelands. They can Wasteland my Wasteland, but again, I don't really care. You just like daze this, but that's fine. Because we do the basic planes, so we can actually cast some of our spells. Gonna Brainstorm. Yeah, you got it. You got it, boss. Do something with your floating mana. Oh god, the worst. Deal. Maybe I wanted to like keep up the narrative that like I actually like didn't have colored mana or something, like play out a Rashad Port or something. So they picked up a volcanic island, and then they played out an underground sea. Makes me think, like, Dreadhorde Arcanist. So I kind of want to actually, like, play the Factory here. Factory can pose as a blocker. We could port. I guess porting's also a line. If we eventually get a Factory in play that doesn't have Summoning Sickness, then we can, like, potentially try to block a Dreadhorde Arcanist. What's what I was thinking. It's like Factory Thalia is a line. If they play Dreadhorde Arcanist, and if they like pull down the Thalia, we still have like a 3/3 on blocking duty. Getting close to like Sanctiprella too, which is relevant. Yeah, Porter Factory plus Thalia are probably the lines. Porting's certainly not bad. Let's go for it. Plays around like more dazes. Don't know how relevant that is. But we also don't know how many lands they have in hand, so maybe we'll try to pressure their mana. They just like go Volk, go. Ooh, a Wasteland, eh? Alright, I'm pretty into just Wasteland Aether Vialing now. I think. Yeah, I'm very into that. Let's go back to turn 1 on turn 4. The real question is, wow, okay, so they're good on lands because they still have Volk. The real question is, do I cast a Thalia now? Probably. They already dazed once. We do want to play out the Factory, though, because if they play Arcanist, we want the Factory to not have Summoning Sickness. Like I've said numerous times already. I think we can play out the Thalia here. We don't have a 2-drop for the Vial. Yeah, so it's kind of incentive not to play it, right? Is there a penalty for waiting on Thalia? I don't know. Getting it in play, preventing them from casting their spells. Like, it is, if they don't have a daze, it is just, like, free to play this Thalia, right? We're not doing anything else with our mana, we're not holding anything up. Yeah, there's the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Let's just like draw a 2-drop, like a skilled magician. Dang, unlucky. So could try to cast Prelate to turn off the Arcanist. I wonder if they just... There's no way they'll walk into the Factory, right? They have, like, Bolt plus... They've already Wastelanded me twice, so it's actually not super easy for them to deal with... I guess they could just have a Lightning Bolt, right? Because... They can't force or daze. Yeah, never mind. Because we have a Thalia in play. Yeah, so I don't like the Factory line as we're set up here because we don't have a way to actually block the Arcanist. Assuming they just have a Lightning Bolt, they I guess they don't get to cast a Brainstorm unless they have a 3rd land in that case because they have to hold up 2 mana to bolt the Factory. But yeah, they can't force or daze right now, so like just Prelate on 1 seems great. Next turn we have like Flicker Wisp up too. Ding. Game ends. Amazing. You love to see it. Seemed like kind of a hasty concession. I guess their hand was just like bolt, like ponder, brainstorm or something. We are murdering some people tonight, that's for sure. Fish Duggery. I think I know this person. Yeah, this person was in the playoff. I follow them on Twitter. On the draw, I'm putting mulligan 6. Whoops, I hit the keep button. Actually, like this hand's fine. I hate Vial hands on the draw, but like double Vial. Also, we have like port, like the ability to do stuff with our mana as well. Standard 1 vial, I definitely would have thought a little bit harder about keeping it. I know Fish Degree likes to play a fair bit of Delver, so like we're pretty cold to Thoughtseize, Daze, Force. We're cold to less now. Could not be Delver. Could still be Delver. I don't know. I will play a Rashadan Port and an Aether Vial and see where that gets me. Hey, always lucky. Tristan3341, thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. We're gonna lead with Rashadan Port here. Yeah, sure. Thoughtseize in 2020. I mean, Grixis Delver deck is just blue-red Thoughtseize. Verdant Catacombs. This is Bug Delver. And L-Dub, thanks for the follow as well. Alright, I really wish I had... I guess I don't wish I had a Wasteland, because it wouldn't do anything here. Is there a reason to play the Plains here? We could potentially, like, want to cast Flickros next turn. Yeah. As much as I like trying to sell the narrative that we don't have any white sources, there's, like, no real reason to, and a decent amount of reason not to. I don't think I want to cast Mom here into, like, the second days. Maybe I'm wrong there. But also, they had 1 mana up. Which could mean just, like, we're getting... Oh, wow. Infect. Okay. That's where we're going, huh? Alright. That other Daze deck. So now we can cast Flicker Wisp if we needed to, which it's not looking like we do. I probably would have cast Mon. Yeah, wasn't a huge fan of it. They just, like, had extra mana. There's no reason to, like, walk into a second. They just had mana, and there's no reason to walk into Daze. The Mon would be online right now if it survived the turn cycle, but it's not doing anything there. There's a world where we just cast this sort of Fire and Ice and, like, clench, right? Because we need to answer this Blighted Agent, and Sword plus Mother of Runes does that. Nothing else answers this Blighted Agent. We could, like, port to try to buy time, but I think that's a losing battle. I think we're clenching. I think it is clench time. Do it. Nope. 2 damage. 2 damage. Stop it. Nope. Stop. 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 Unlucky. Alright. Path to Exiles. Cancels Judgments. We clenched too hard. We didn't clench hard enough. So this is something that came up during the showcase. I played against Infect. I wasn't sure if Deafening Silence is good in this matchup. These Revokers are pretty bad. This Remorseful Cleric's not great. It has flying, but it's not great. What was the other card I got last time? Batterskull, yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Infect matchup I've had varied opinions on. I think we're unfavored, but like not by a huge... I felt unfavored, but not by a huge margin. Is there any better feeling than waking up after a good night's sleep? I'll tell you when I get one. What did I cut for like Deafening Silences last time? Recruiters, they're just really slow. That tracks, right? Something like this. Bring in like 2 Deafening Silences. So the theory on Deafening Silence being good in this matchup is that you're pretty favored in the long games, and Deafening Silence is good at letting you not die on turn 2. No, it's a different JPA. Deafening Silence is good at letting you not die on turn 2. It also helps you not have to deal with like their protection spells. Like if they pump and you have removal spells, you don't have to be scared. I don't know if it's a 3 Deafening Silence matchup, but I think Deafening Silence has an okay spot in the matchup. Yeah, we got GTA, we got removal, we got Aether Vial. Certainly a keep. Silence sucks because you can never remove anything and can't race if they have Noble. I don't know if that's true. For this deck specifically, at least. Like, you can't initiate a fight. Force will pitching Blight Agent deal. But, like, we also have blockers. We also have multiple more removal spells. Alright, well, that Force Will was, like, kind of a jerk move. You know, like, daze my Stoneforge Mystic and, like, wasteland my Caracas. Hey, it's resolved at least. We definitely don't have GJ in hand already. Don't worry about it, opponent. God, this deck against Force of Vigor now, it's just like the worst thing in the world. We draw a 3rd land, please. Bladed Agent. Does it in fact play basics? I think regardless, we just say go, right? Hold up a path, don't cast it unless we're dying. This, we drew a Squire here, so. 1 forest, yeah, that makes sense. Don't cast path unless we're literally going to die, but my GJ is probably not going to live, and that's bad too. Life is bad. Really want to draw 3rd land. I will cast nothing. Almost clicked to the end step. That would have been very bad. Land, please. Shit. God. So they could Vines my Stoneforge and then we die. Or, like, we could die. We're not dead, but, like, they have... they would need 2 pump spells after the Vines, still. They could have Force of Vigor, but then they're down to 2 cards, and it's like a lawless, like, we die, but then we're, like, way, way off. I don't think there's a world where we can just sit back and, like, hold up this Path to Exile and catch or something. I think we just gotta, like, make them have it, yeah. Really would have liked drawing a 3rd land, but... yeah. Yeah, there's the Vines. Or Plow, maybe? Plow's just so much worse than Vines for me. Alright, we're not dead. Land, please? Oh, thank God. The Wasteland. Do we want to try to take my opponent off of, like, things rather than trying to get our GTA online? We could plan on, like, just holding up Wasteland Path. Yeah. Just try to, like, threaten their things off the board. I wouldn't fire off either right now, obviously, because they could easily just, like, have protection spells. Fire it off when they Path and Waste. Do fire them off right now? That's, like, kind of insane, right? Yeah, I like trying to take them off of threats. I am concerned about the ability for my opponent to cast Crop Rotation. just chatting with Fish Duggery in the chat. Yeah, corroboration exists. Oh god, I don't know. We also like cast our Aether Vial if we go for it right now. Fish Duggery is cool. We've chat on Twitter before, so I appreciate them. God, I don't even know what this line is. I hate everything here. So if we attempt to path this Blighted Agent, we could hold up the Wasteland and then die to basically any screen cap as Twitter or Discord. Well, let's actually do some point for the future. This is a tough call, certainly. Let's snag this. I don't know if I even like. Oh, God, I don't love pathing here because I don't know. Ugh. Hard to articulate my thoughts here. I don't love pathing, but I don't love waiting either. I think they're both like not great lines. Path, play by hold up Wasteland. Yeah, it's definitely reasonable. Play waste first. They are representing like possible. I don't know if I like play waste first because they could like decide not to protect to like go in on their Inkmoth Nexus or something. I think I would path, then play Wasteland, then play Vial, if anything. I think that line's okay. It died. That's good. It's good news. I hope they have Pierce. Yeah. I mean, if they have Pierce in their deck, I deserve it. Killing now? Oh, I'm for sure killing it now. What the? Yeah, fuck yeah. Killing the shit out of this Inkmoth Nexus. Fuck right off. Alright. We get a turn in the clear. Deal. Sorry, I was chatting with the opponent there. Deafening Silence. So my opponent has 3 cards in hand, crop rotation, into Inkmoth, Pendlehaven it is 2, 3, 7, 1 pump spell kills me. So Deafening Silence doesn't save me there, so it's definitely just play the Stone Fortress to do the GTA Online. Jam the ol' Squire. I'll shuffle my deck. Well, we're looking pretty good right now because my opponent doesn't have any infect things in play, so feeling good. To tick up our Aether Vial here. Man, my opponent just has like Force of Vigor. I'd be so sad, but they probably would have casted it like in my upkeep there before it ticked to 2 in case we had another 2 here. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna equip and then hope for the best. Stop it. Could be worse. Could have been the Force of Vigor. If we get a 3 mana, we get to get our Flicker Wisps online, which is very good because those also stop us from dying. No attack. I wonder if they're like holding up Hardcast Force of Will, or I guess maybe they're scared of the Violin too. Reasonable. They just drop in like anything and just punish them. Don't cast Force of Vigor. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you dare. No, stop it. Stop it. Take up my file. Land. Dicks. I mean, there's not really any punishment for casting Deafening Silence at this point. We're just never casting 2 spells in the same turn anyway. Just cast my Aether Vial first. Deafening Silence does not really do shit on this board state, but my opponent does not have an Infect creature yet, so that's a plus. Yeah, the fact that Force of Vigor is like completely mitigates the concept of trading card advantage for tempo just by being a 2 for 2 is just extremely obscene, and it's just like very reasonable for an on rate. Why isn't that card like a? Why doesn't that card just like naturalize? Why does it blow up 2 things? Man, my Flicker was gonna just like Force a Willed. I guess it's fine, right? Red didn't get a Force. Don't lie to me, Darkview. There's no red Force. Yeah, we have a second Flicker Wisp. I'm gonna play my 3/1. Better than my sword getting forced, I think. Yeah, I think this is a fine exchange because like we have multiple Force of Willable spells in our hand. I think this Flicker Wisp is like the least important. My opponent knows about the Sword of Fire and Ice too. Is there another Force Will maybe? Definitely going to cast a Sword of Fire and Ice into it this turn unless we draw something cool. That's not very cool. I think I'm definitely supposed to cast this Sword of Fire and Ice into it still. The only other one is a Crack Canopy, which I don't like. I think this is a fine line. Force Will again. Yeah, sure. Opponent is a bully. Opponent is bully confirmed. Brainstorm. That's scary. Brainstorm's a real good Magic card. Glistener Elf. One of them is supposed to just like fire off the Council's Judgment here. This thing attacks as a 3/4, right? So I just like can't realistically block it. I'd like stall it for a turn with Flicker Wisp or something potentially, but. Ooh, Thalia plus Caracas is kind of nice. Our Vial's on 3 now, which makes that playing more awkward, but. Yeah, we could Flicker it first if we wanted to, save the Judgment for like a Blighted Agent, which I might do now because of the Thalia. Yeah. I think I was probably going to jam the Council's Judgment. Yeah, this portion of the game is not where Deafening Silence is at its best, certainly. I think I'm just supposed to declare blocks here. This is bad if they have, like, Berserk plus a protection spell. Like, I get punished by not casting Council's Judgment here, but... We'd block Caracas, or we'd, like, block and Flicker it instead. Silence. Oh, yeah, they can't cast Berserk plus bounce a thing spell, so that's actually good, yeah. So, yeah, move to blocks, block it. We could, like, try to Flicker our own thing or their thing if we wanted to. Maybe I was supposed to, because I want to get pressure on the board. Brainstorm. Alright, so they can't cast any other non-creature spells this turn. I wonder if I want to put in my Flicker Wisp here. I kind of wish my Val was on 2. Not enough that I want to Flicker it, but Val on 2 plus Caracas takes this Glistener Elf out of commission a lot easier. More Glistener Elves, huh? Could just Flicker our own land and cycle this Canopy. It's not unreasonable. Oh, spooked by double Glistener Elf now. I kind of want to keep my Flicker Wisp in hand now so we don't just die. Might just do Judgment into Thalia now, because Thalia can block one of the Glistener Elves. If only one attacks, then we're okay. We can just take the 3 or whatever, and if they pump it, we have Flicker Wisp, and they can't do anything about it. So we could... Oh wait, Judgment into Thalia means that we're not blocking that turn, I guess. Man, this game's been weird. Two cards in hand. This Pendlehaven is making things really annoying. We could crack the Canopy and play a Thalia. I don't like that play though. I think I just need to get like my clunky spells out of my hand, especially if I'm on like the Thalia Caracas plan. Can I vote for their Pendlehaven? They just like daze this Thalia. I feel like a total idiot. So I don't think I block here. I think I just take 3, which is kind of really dangerous. Maybe I just don't play around Berserk here. I guess I could just Flicker tarting the Glistener Elf right now, right? Before blocks, right? And if they, because if they like hexproof it or whatever, then I can just chump block it, and if they don't hexproof it, then I just don't take the damage. So yeah, I think this is fine. So yeah, before blocks, Flicker Wisp the Glistener Elf, I think is the play. Just waiting Flicker in response to pump. I don't think he would pump here. I've been like pretty heavily advertising a Flicker Wisp. And I don't think I want to take 3. So if he has a pump spell here, then yeah, we just have to chump block, which I think is fine. So we chump block with the Flicker Wisp here. Because the Thalia blocks it indefinitely now. Yeah, I think that exchange is fine for me. Ooh, Factory. That's not bad. Another blocker for whatever that's worth. Let's cycle this Canopy. That's less good, certainly. Factory can like start attacking here at least, if this is my plan. I'm gonna be forever dead to a Berserk. We actually like double block it in the future too. Get a try to trade up. Yeah. Double block it right now if we wanted, right? First strike with the Thalia, pick up the Thalia. Do I ever rage quit? Not really. Do I want to trade the Factory for like another pump spell, or do I want to start pressuring them with the Factory? I need to stop tanking. We have 10 minutes and we need to play game 3. I think I like just blocking. We have a ton of mana. I think we're just going to be dead to a Berserk here. We're down both our equipment, which is really bad. We don't really have a very consistent value engine. We need to draw like Palace Jailer. Just Jailer this Glistener Elf. What else can we even like draw here? I think we boarded out the Recruiters. We're down 2 Flicker Wisps. Our Vile on 3 is actually just like really bad. Please don't play like a Blighted Agent. Oh my god. Ugh, this game, huh? Try like Mirror's Hair and stop. Pitch to Invigorate at least. Didn't super need either of these things, so I guess that's fine. Can we draw Palace Jailer? Oh, fuck. That's a really bad draw, huh? They have 1 card in hand, so we could actually potentially get this Glistener Elf off the board. Yeah, like not attacking now. They're at 17. I don't think we're going to be able to kill them anytime soon. So I think I like attempting to trade the Factory with the Glistener Elf. At worst, it will trade with a pump spell. So first strike damage happens. Do I actually want to trade the Thalia here? Give them the ability to kill the Thalia? Because they can only deal 3. Actually, no, they would put 2 neg 1 again what cares on my Factory, so it would be completely worthless, right? It would just be a land. So yeah. Because this thing deals infect damage. So my Factory would just be a land that doesn't do anything. But I mean, taps for mana, but I think I'd rather force them to answer this Thalia. Oh, that's gonna be real hard to beat, huh? That one's a bummer. Draw a Council Judgment. Flicker Wisp isn't the worst. Flicker Wisp the food token. Play the Thalia here. No, this has been a sweet game. Yeah, I think that's why we played the Flicker Wisp first, because the Thalia doesn't matter as much as we have the second Thalia. It does hurt because we don't get the pressure on board, obviously, but... You know, just taking the damage there because it doesn't give a window to pump. And we'll just like lose the Thalia for no reason? Oh yeah, we're dead. We're super dead now. Boarded all our Evokers. Council's Judgment? Fuck. Wow, where were you like 8,000 turns ago, Wasteland? I have to sink like 900 damage into this Oko, and they're gonna like draw a billion cards and just put me into the dirt. Do I even Wasteland this Pendlehaven? I mean, I guess it taps for mana. I could like, be like walking into an Inkmoth Nexus, I guess, though, so maybe that Wasteland was bad. Take me like 600 turns to kill an Oko. They're gonna draw 8 cards off their Sylvan Library. We're super dead. Man, that Oko is really backbreaking. Really needed to draw Council's Judgment. We got 2 left in the deck. But even then, it's probably too late. Because now they have Sylvan Library, too. And they're at 17, so like they can easily just like find another Blighted Agent or something that I can't answer. Oh, turn off auto yields. Am I too late? I get to like block this food for basically free, right? Although, they could just take the 4, right? And I want to be able to try to pressure this Oko more. Yeah. This is fine, I guess. Although they can potentially, like, Noble plus Pumps, but that's fine, though, because we have Caracas, yeah. Ooh. Ho 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 ho. Are we still in this game? Do I die with both here? We are in some range of dying to pump spells, but not in like a super huge range. And I do want to pressure their life total. The other world is where we only attack with Flicker Wisp and don't attack with the Thalia. So we'd like block with Karagas. I think I want to hit them for 5 here. Because I want to put them on... They put them to 8 life so they can't draw as many cards with the Sylvan Library. Dang, voted for Oko, yeah, unlucky. I don't think we're taking 15 from this food this turn. I think we start holding up. We could hold back the Thalia after that turn, potentially. Another plow. Ugh. That's bad. I don't think we're taking 50 in this turn, Famous Last Word. You shush. Now we're on the back foot again, though. We're down all of our Flicker Wisps, too, so we, like, actually can't really answer this food. We really need to just draw this fucking Palace Jailer. We did board out both our recruiters, though. We don't... What do you even have? I guess, like, Mirror Crusader's a really good draw. We don't have that many good draws right now, though. Uh-oh, that's bad, too. Everything's bad. Wish I had a Wasteland. Then I didn't Wasteland that Pendlehaven for no reason. No attacks. Everything's bad. We're gonna die. We're super dead. Attacks for 2, 6. So yeah, anti-pump spells lethal. Yeah, I think this game. Dang. It's a close one. Yeah, exactly. Good thing we wastelanded that Pendlehaven so my opponent can't pump their Inkmoth Nexus. How would we have beaten that? pretty much dead. Assuredly dead here. Oh, they took 4. That's not great. Maybe they don't have anything. They only have 2 cards in hand. Neither of them are pump spells. Okay, so the last one's a pump spell and they have spell scan. This is fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, this should assure a kill, right? They play the spell sky prior, so they can beat like Source of Plowshares here. Holy shit, we're not dead yet. Alright. Not dead yet. I don't know what I'm trying to draw here. I guess like Rashad source. Ah, fuck me. A little bit late on that one, buddy. Yeah, this game is not looking good for us. Sure, trying to Council's Judgment. Yeah, vote for the Inkmoth Nexus, get him. Really want to draw like Rashad and Porter or another Wasteland there. Rashad and Porter would have been nice. Yeah, when we draw the plow after this one, then we're really going to get him. Not dead yet. Fuck. Drew our other Squire. Yeah, our deck like isn't actually that many good cards left, honestly. Like we didn't actually have very many good draws. We're digging for our Palace Jailer, Crusader, like removal spells. Yeah. I mean, that is kind of most of the matchup, and then my opponent like played an Oko in a Sylvan Library and just like ground me into the dirt. Playing Stoneforge Basilisk and free to go for a kill. Yeah, I mean, we're dead. Like, what's he gonna do? Not animate the Inkmoth Nexus and attack me? Yeah, we're 8 in fact. My opponent's not playing around anything. They're gonna punch me. Hang on, I gotta. No, I'm not gonna plow it. I have respect for my opponent. I'll take it. I respect Fish Duggery enough to not plow it in the face of the Spellskate. Dang. It was a rough one. Definitely fucked up that. Like as soon as I wasted the Pendle even like a million turns ago because I was upset about getting Oko Sylvan Libraried, and like immediately after I was like, "What? That Wasteland did nothing. What if my opponent just like draws an Inkmoth Nexus with their Sylvan Library, and then they played an Inkmoth Nexus and killed me with it." We were not looking advantage from that position, certainly though. Just in the face of Sylvan Library versus us having like nothing. Sounds good enough. A little bit loose, but it's okay. We'll be fine. We'll play against like Delver, and then also draw Stoneforge Mystic. Played against 2 slow Miracles players. Man, I'm tired. We played a lot of fast matchups. That last one took a while, and a lot of it was on me. But we'd like 2-0'd a bunch of people real quick. Yeah, I definitely like probably sideboarded wrong. It's possible I want to reevaluate how to sideboard. Well, Snowguard Plains does, or Snowguard Island does not bode well for my Source of Plowshares. Real, does anyone play Real Miracles anymore? Fiery Island, ooh. Is this just, yeah, Blue Red Delver, fucking deal. You get to plow this young Pyromancer, get an active Mom, and Wasteland this Fiery Island next turn. I'm fucking in for this. They like Force Will it, and I'm a little sad, but they don't have another red source, so they just wouldn't have played the Fiery Islet, so. Yep, Force Pitch Brazen Borrower is fine. Let's draw like Thalia or Stoneforge Mystic. That's not bad. Dang, more red sources. If they attack with the Pyromancer, I think the correct play would be block with Mom and then not activate. Feels pretty bold, just like attacking into this Violon 2 with your 1/1. Just like any 2-drop, just like Stoneforge or Thalia. Wrote some pretty bad. Guess the like opportunity cost is like, I don't know, kind of low. 3 cards left in hand. We're sitting well here. Curious on if I want to like recruit a 2-drop and cast it here into this. They've already cast a Force Will. If they have another Force Will, they can just go down to 1 card and we still have Flickerous to stock back up. I think I like just recruiting a Stoneforge Mystic and casting it. We have Mom to protect against like bolts and stuff. Plenty of lands. We're not really holding up Flickerous to protect anything. Sanctum Pellet's, I guess, kind of tempting, because Sanctum Pellet's just so good against blue-red, but not in the face of, like, Daze would actually be bad for me in that case. And we can go get a Prelate later. If we want. What do I want? Do I actually want Sword of Fire and Ice so I can beat a Trinian Nemesis, because we're at 19? I think the answer is yes. We also have 4 lands, so we can just get it online next turn. Yeah, let's get the sword. Yeah, we could also, I guess, yeah, we could also Flickerous for another piece of equipment if we wanted. I don't want to call it too early, but I feel very advantaged in this board state. They're going to be hard-pressed to prevent me from getting a Sword Trigger next turn. I guess they could have land plus like another Brazen Borrower. Bounce the sword to buy time. That's just like a stopgap. So you just got to think about untapped and drawn before playing their Pyromancer. I don't think so. What do you gain for that? Besides, like, you get to draw a card, but you also are down a mana that turn. Especially because I was like pretty locked into wanting to wasteland them. Delver of Secrets, sure. Flicker Wisp there. Save the plow for like an Arcanist, which could potentially be scarier. No, it's a possibility. Certainly. Ooh, another Stoneforge. I like that. Let's go to town. Game. Game. Pyromancer, represents more damage, and potentially just block this Delver with a Flicker Wisp if we want to, and like Flicker Recruiter. But I'll probably just hold up the Flicker Wisp forever. Yeah, certainly. Arcanist is definitely, like, of the two cards, Arcanist is definitely the more threatening one. I think they would have led with Arcanist, although they didn't have a cantrip in their graveyard, but, like, assuming they have a third land, it's, like, a pretty easy line of turn 2 Arcanist, turn 3 cantrip, or turn 3 Pyromancer cantrip. Look at Stoneforge, GT. Yeah, we have a lot of options here. We already have another Stoneforge in hand, so I like flickering the Recruiter and just getting more Flicker Wisps, too. Does make us use 2 mana again next turn to do things with the sword. But yeah. So they drew the Preordain and then fetched. Sure. Is it your name time? No. It's Preordain time. But yeah, beating up on Delver is a sweet upside of playing D&T. You get to dunk on Delver a lot. Lead Pyromancer to bait removal spells. Yeah, could be. Not unreasonable. I guess like the ideal line. Playing in a vacuum, you want to lead a Darkenist, but you may want to save your threats on the tracks. They topped with that Preordain. Jesus. That is a choice. We're at 19. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna flicker my Recruiter and block the Insectile Apparition. Don't even think I activated the Mom here. I think I just trade. There's no reason to activate the Mom. So no way they're winning. Sure. Can't kill that with a Sword of Fire and Ice. Could just grab Sanctum Prelate here and just put it on 1. That's probably just game over, right? Could also grab Flicker Wisp. Could do both. Could grab Flicker Wisp, like, cast it, equip Sword, and set Violin. And just grab Sanctum Prelate. Sure, whatever. My decisions don't really matter. Alright, cool. Beating a D&T player so bad with Delver keeps me having someone ghost and control name with Cabal Therapy. Yeah, Cabal Therapy was one of those real feel bad cards sometimes. Pro on 1, then hit Sword with Recruiter, then pass Sword to Prelate. I mean, we already have like the Mom in play, so like the Prelate's basically unkillable. The only thing we could really do at that point is like brazen borrow the sword, but then we don't even have to like cast it, so they can't force it. They just seemed like unbelievably dead there. Alright. Oh wait, hang on. Is Crusader worse or better than Recruiter the Guard in this matchup, where it has very little to profitably, like, I guess Crusader's like just really good with your equipment. Recruiter is definitely slower. They're not like slam your foot on the gas pedal and murder you. So there definitely are points like when we had there where you do want to just like recruit a bunch more value. Recruiter is better with Vial. Crusader is better when you're just curving out or like need to try to block Arcanists and stuff. Although trying to block an Arcanist is kind of a fool's errand. I think overall I think I like the one Crusader more. A little dicey this hand. Violent Crusader kill thing. Yeah, I mean, but like if you have a Violent 3 and a Recruiter, I feel better in a lot more spots than if I have a Violent 3 and a Crusader, you know? Seems a little bit scary. think it's a keep. Put him 1 to 6. I'm pretty into this hand. What's Wasteland? Never heard of it. Alright, now a Delver. Good. Good start. Guess this hand is not very equipped to beat a Dreadhorde Arcanist either, which is not great either. Hey, that's not a bad card. If we can cast it. The best Arcanist blocker already. Oh yeah, the Factory. We're gonna get him. Unbeatable. Except for when they just like cast a Dreadhorde Arcanist here and then up shit creek real bad. That's better. We drew a white source. That's certainly good for me, at least. How do I want to do this? Yeah, there are a lot of people that miss the Factory block on Arcanist. It's probably not a scenario that comes up a lot. Block it, no fear. Yeah, totally reasonable. I think we just want to cast Athalia. It means that if they don't have, like, Bolt plus land, they can't, like, get value. They could just attack into Thalia, obviously, and cast the Ponder, but it's hard for them to, like, bolt my shit at that point. I think I like just casting Thalia. Yes, it's not... Yeah, blocking on turn 2, a little bit more ambitious. Needs to be later when either they're on autopilot or they want to actually spend mana on other things, like if we also have Thalia in play or something. Daze is fine. It means that our Prelate's more likely to resolve too, which could be relevant against an Arcanist. Might just play Prelate next turn on 1 to try to handle it. I attacked turn 2 tonight. Are you playing against like Miracles? Turn 1 thing, like Factory File. Turn 2, like just planes attack you. I would have thought it was loose against their island. 14 years later, if they just had an island up, what on earth do you get punished by? Dismember you. Gotcha, idiot. Delver, spooky. We have a sword to try to handle it. We also have a flyer to try to block it. This really feels like there's a potential lightning bolt in my future. So Stoneforge is bad. Thalia is probably also bad. I think the play's gotta just be Prelate on 1 and cross my fingers. Thalia plus Caracas. Well, I guess that's also not a horrible line. Makes their attacking more awkward. If they bolt it, then we're working our way towards actually having the 4 mana up to like play Thalia and also hold up Mishra's Factory. I think this line's also okay. Please no Abrade or Brazen Borrower. Nice. Now we probably Cleric plus Thalia, maybe Cleric plus Stoneforge. Oh, not true name, not true name, not true name. Fuck. Alright, well. That bad. Now we need to Cleric plus Stoneforge. Because we need to start mitigating damage. Which means that we need to block the Insect Aberration and then Stoneforge can get Batter Skull. We already have Sword of Fire and Ice. Definitely want to lead with Cleric, because that one I think is a little bit more important to resolve. If this Stoneforge gets dazed, it kind of sucks, but isn't the end of the world, because we can try to race with the sword anyway. There's like a long pause there, which makes me like kind of not want to cast the Stoneforge Mystic. Ah, nice, it resolved. We're doing it. Grab the all skull. They want to play Folly Cleric this turn. I'm a little bit concerned about my desire to gain life. Also, the Stoneforge means that it's safer to just, like, we could put in the sword, equip it to the prelate, protect it from dying, hit them. I shouldn't have 6. Null Rod. Ooh, this Battle Skull got a little bit better, certainly. I will block. Ooh, a Swords to Plowshares that I can't cast currently, but it could certainly come in handy in the future. Alright. Do I like Wastelanding here? Kind of. Wasteland, Thalia, hold up, Stoneforge activation. Putting them down to 2 mana with a Thalia in place and a Prelate is pretty nice. Ding. Ding. Even that bad of a spot. Yeah, not in a terrible spot, certainly. No attack with the Remorseful Cleric, because we don't want to let the Delver attack. So now my opponent stops attacking with the True Name. And we sit at this awkward standstill. Oh, that's an attack. I'll block. Certainly. This Delver Secret is a little spooky, certainly. Dang, shouldn't have blocked. I could put the Batterskull on my flyer. Just go to town. Now this Delver's gonna pressure me, which is bad news bears. Second factor to get around the Null Rod. Alright, so what's the plan here? Oh yeah, we can't because there's no rod. Alright, yeah, there's no reason to then. The block is definitely correct. I guess the plan is just to go and hope we can find an answer for True Name Nemesis, I guess. I don't even know what our plan is here. Draw more flyers to beat the Delver. Delver not flipping is definitely good for our plan. Assume they drew that island. Ooh, that's good for our plan. What if they force a will this? Yeah, you definitely force a will this. Force will pitch the Brainstorm. No, pitch the Ponder. Okay, so the last card is Brainstorm. Cool. Alright. Well, can't do anything still, so let me sit back and hope that this Delver doesn't flip. Nope, immediately flips. But it flipped off an uncastable card, which is pretty nice. Drawing towards like 3 Council's Judgment. Flicker Wisp is an insane draw, because we get to flicker the Null Rod and equip the Sword of Furnace to the Batterskull. Recruiter would be a nice one to find here. Did we leave in the Crusader or the Recruiter? I think we left in 1 Recruiter, 1 Crusader. Or draw the Crusader. Time to die to this Insectal Apparition. Okay, Suicide the Prelate. They can just block with the Arcanist. They might not. But I think they would see that writing on the wall. So close. What is it? It's probably not correct to attack. If I wanted to sell that plan, then I would probably have to attack that turn, though. Delver puts me to 4. Life is bad. Null Rod is a pain. True Name is a scourge on existence. Last chance. We're at 4. We got 2 chances. Oh no, the True Name gets to attack too. Never mind. Yes, last chance. Council did it. Try again. Fuck. It's just a joke. I hope this was the canopy that would have been the 4th Flicker Wisp too. Blocks are pretty easy. True Name blocks Germ. Dreadhorde blocks Arcanist. They take 2. Or Dreadhorde blocks Prelate. Dreadhorde blocks Arcanist. Or they just like take 4. They don't even need to block. Hey, Lily. Oh, dang it. She chewed through my little strap. Oh. Dang dog. Shame conceded on South Line. They're like tanking so much on this decision that like just absolutely doesn't matter. Maybe they don't see the line of attacking with True Name. Sell the other line. Sell the Blessed Alliance. Man, Blessed Alliance would be so sick here. Gain 4 life. And kill the Delver. Boom. Roasted. Oh yeah, we weren't getting shit. Wow, wow. Jesus. Alright, yeah, we were super dead. Alright. Time to tilt and board in the other recruiter and take out the Crusader? Probably not. Sounds pretty good. Am I counting this plow on turn 1? Assuming they play Delver. Play 24. I don't think that's a very good reason to not play 24 lands. Like, we had a very limited number of cards in our deck that actually mattered, regardless of if they were, like, lands or spells at that point. We're actually just drawing to, like, Wisp, Judgment, Recruiter. It wasn't a matter of threat density, it was a matter of trying to find specific answers to specific things what our opponent was doing. Am I plowing this Delver? I kind of don't want to. Wish I had them other runes last turn. Yeah, I'm going to just follow you here. Yeah, this is fine. And it's pretty mana light. Flip on Bolt. Good card to know about, certainly. We got a lot of wastelands, which is nice. What's the play here? They have a Bolt in hand. Mom plus Stoneforge for sword, maybe? Take one on that play. They're a little far away from casting a Trinium. I think sword's probably still the best, though. Could potentially get Batterskull, try to beat, like, Nullrod. Still worth club upkeep. I don't love that. Other question is, yeah, what do I fucking grab with the Stoneforge Mystic? I don't like Batterskull, because my opponent could pretty easily bolt it. We have enough creatures that I think... No, I'm just grabbing the sword here. Stoneforge Plow, Mom Plow, yeah. The red source could be evolved. Yeah. You're not incorrect. Yeah, and they bolt on my things here. Plow Mom. I've played Legacy for long enough where I'm used to it. So now we get to plow this Insectile Aberration and put in the sort of Fire and Ice, which is a pretty good... We also just cast Flicker Wisp, right? Cast Flicker Wisp, flicker a land. Yeah, this decision's like a little bit close, but like not super close. If we got the Batterskull, I think we just bolt the Stoneforge and let me have a Mom. But like we're pretty far away from doing anything with a Batterskull. Yeah, I think I like Wisp. I think I like saving the Plow for something more relevant. A Wisp on Stoneforge and like don't put in the sword. I guess that's not unreasonable either. Yeah, it's not a bad plan. Now we can go with the Batterskull. We also have 5 lands for it. If our Stoneforge doesn't live. Batterskull. We have 5 cards in hand. They bolt my Wisp. Am I plowing this Aberration? Perhaps. The other play of Flickering Land, putting in the sword is like okay, but I like this play too. Gaining more resources. Nice. Bolting the Stoneforge. Interesting. Also tapping the Fiery Islet. Okay, I guess if they're just tapping out, then this is fine. Upbraid the Wisp, maybe? Yeah, I think I like plowing the Aberration here then, so we can tap out for Batterskull next turn. It really sucks if they have Daze, but they only have 3 cards left. If they have Daze, we're under a little bit of pressure, because we go to 9, and then we go to 8, tap in the camp, and then we go to 5. Nice. On this Fiery Islet so bad. They burned in a Braid too. I may want to draw stop for Wastelands. Depending on how this turn breaks. Oh, well, never mind. So consideration to wasteland and play sword, is that too loose? There was like a small consideration. I don't think it's very high. So crack canopy, try to find something else, and then like wasteland play GT, or play sword, depending how it goes. Let's crack canopy first. See what we find. Ooh, well, it's a squire, but squire's old equipment. I really like wastelanding here, so I guess we just play our squire out so we can put stuff on it next turn. The other option would be like if we don't wasteland, then we could play like Silver plus GT, but I don't think that's a huge deal. Play our squire. Wasteland first. Oh, I guess they had, because they could just like bolt it for free. Yeah, there's no reason to play my Stoneforge first. Yeah, definitely missequenced that. Might. Alright, didn't get punished, it's fine. Now we can get GT online next turn. If we don't draw a land, we still have the mana to play and equip the GT. Fuck me, Jesus! Ah. Find a council judgment, please. Yeah, my plan is to kill him with the Stoneforge. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan. My opponent's 4 cards hand, we just have nothing. And still alive. Talk about whether we play the Battle Skull or the Sword is a snipper difference. Yeah, I mean, they just don't abrade the sword, and then they abrade the Battle Skull later. I don't see your point. Council's judgment, please. God, why? What have I done to deserve this? People that float, man, don't cast spells are the worst. Also Young Pyromancer. Bolt the Stoneforge, end your whole life. We're super dead. Are we literally dead next turn? We're at 10. No, we only take 8 off of double bolt. Pretty much dead. Fuck me. It's a bummer. Real bummer of a way to end the league, huh? Oh well, things happen. Yeah, that Null Rod, games 2 and 3, and not finding any of our council judgments was very backbreaking. I mean, we did almost grind through triple bolt, double abrade. But the Null Rod definitely got us. Yeah, I don't think we have any draws that let us. I guess just like our removal spell if they don't have a bolt and lets us live, unless they just have the 4th bolt here or something. Sure, Tritium. Nice. Classic draw all your artifacts as soon as you get Null Rodded. Man, that Null Rod was exactly on time to punish me. Oh well. These things happen. Lily's getting antsy, and we are just about done with the stream, so it all works out. Let's find someone to host. I hate that MTGO streams died. I used to use them all the time to host people. Now I have to actually use Twitch. Like some sort of savage. I drew 1 artifact after that. We drew 2 vials. I guess 1 artifact that mattered because we were like already dead at the point where we were doing the 2nd vial, but we'd also drawn the GTA naturally and then found a Stoneforge, which was a Squire, which was fine when we could put equipment on it, but was less fine after that. Anyway, who's playing Legacy? Oh, Mario. He was in chat earlier. Cool beans. Spell that, yeah. Alright, thanks everybody for watching tonight. I hope you had a good time. Had a really hype stream to start with and kind of petered off there at the end. But those were honestly like the more interesting games, right? Maybe not the Delver one, but like, definitely like the Infect match and stuff. Yeah, no, 3 Council Gym is great. Council Gym is so good against a lot of the decks. The thing is that I do kind of like having some sort of instant speed interaction for a breach, like a Disenchant or Celestial Purge, but also I think those cards suck. So it's, I think the way to compensate for that is just like by playing other cards to fight breach, like a bunch of Rest of Pieces and Grafdigger's Cages. Or Grafdigger's Cage, Rest of Peace and Deafening Silence and stuff. I like this list. I'm a big fan. I hate Palace Jailer, but I don't hate it enough that I want to play something else, so it will remain for now. But anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. We'll be back. I think I'm going to do a stream Friday. I got a work thing. Or I got a thing after work that I'm doing. I'm getting dinner with some people. So if I do have a Friday stream, it'll be a little bit later. Probably like 7 o'clock-ish, something like that. Cut it for Crusader 2. I don't know. I'm not high on Crusader either. Which is why I originally cut it for like a Remorseful Cleric. I don't feel about Deafening Silence. So I think Deafening Silence is like, assuming you're playing in like a normal like Moto meta or just some online, some like very broad meta, I think Deafening Silence is really good right now because the other half of the format is like some pretty fast combo decks. It's kind of a narrow card, but it does its job way better than like anything else you could be playing. Just like one mana hate cards are just very good. Anyway, that's it for the stream. Friday stream, late stream. See you guys all then. Have a good rest of your week.